Alright, first run of the night, Friday Night Frenzy. Did I slip through the beam? What the fuck happened?
I don't know.
There's no way.
That was a perfect launch.
No way that was a 2560.
No, that shit was left so beautiful.
There's no way that was a 2560.
Yeah, the Toyota left perfect at Mark 1.8.
Really?
I'm gonna ride Marco.
Yeah. There's no way. Yeah.
Same exact thing again.
Yep.
Go in the other lane.
Yep. Well, that kind of sucked. So, not really. Well, I think we figured out what's going on. We're thinking, when I say we, I mean me and Carlos and Manuel and a few other people in the E153BG swap community, thinks that the cables, the shift linkage, has stretched, and that's why I can't find third, can't force it in the third. So, like, what's happening is I'm making my way down the track, going for the 1-2, and it's not grinding. It's not that I missed a gear. It's not grinding. It just will not go into gear, and it feels like super spongy. It feels like I'm like forcing against something. So something I've noticed is that when I'm in third gear, like it's in gear, and there's a lot of stretch there. And I can actually see the cable is actually moving. There's a lot of, I don't think that's supposed to happen. So pull it back apart, take a look at the cables. Couple of options: find some better condition used cables, buy some new cables, which is pretty much impossible since they're a discontinued item. I can't find them for the Camry. I can find a set for a older Celica, and I'm not sure if those will work. I don't think they will work because the ends are different. I can find a set for a MR2, but I believe the MR2 cables are too short. The other option is to make my own cables. Basically, you can use like boat rudder cables, you know, and basically some end links, some spherical bearing end links, and just kind of, you know, fab up your own shifter cables. That might be the best bet. Or, you know, I've thought about trying to maybe adapt like some of the Honda cables, you know, the K series cables. They're pretty good, but I don't know exactly how that works. The lengths of the cable have to be correct in order for that to work correctly. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, pull the battery out, and take a look at the shift linkage again, and see what's going on down there. Alright, so from what I can tell so far, that's super tilted there. Alright, so from what I can tell so far, definitely some stretchage going on with the cable. It's like once it's in gear, you can still move the cable. You can still move the shifter like pretty far. You can feel it feels like a spring, you know. So what I did was looked at it with the camera, looked at what was happening at the linkage while I went inside and manipulated the shifter, and that like half inch of movement in the shifter isn't present at the linkage. So it's happening in the cable system somewhere. They're not supposed to stretch that much, so that would probably explain why I tried to get in the third and there's just nothing there. It feels like a spongy wall or something. So I'm just going to brainstorm for a little bit. Alright, so I've been doing a little more experimenting, trying to figure some stuff out. Alright, so one of the things I noticed, I wish I had recorded it. It's on fire. Oh, it's a light. It's weird. Alright, so one of the things I noticed, was when I pressed on the shifter, you know, it was springy. So what I noticed was, as I pressed on the shifter, that springiness was coming from this cable expanding, and it was doing it basically the entire length of the cable. Just the entire cable was just like unfurling. Let's try this again. The entire cable was basically coming apart. It was, you know, undoing itself as I pressed, you know, and expanding. So all that movement was basically being absorbed in the cable and not in the shift linkage. So I basically just put a zip tie corset on it. So yeah, just a bunch of zip ties up the entire length of the cable to keep it from expanding, and it's pretty solid. There's the only movement is from the plastic shifter base flexing now. I don't know if that will actually fix it, if that'll fix my third gear issue, but we're gonna try it. I'm not gonna try it today though. I will probably just take it out on a little steep. I'll probably, you know, take it out on a little street rip and see if I can get it into third. Don't have any track days planned. Maybe next Friday, maybe the next Fun Day Sunday, which is like the 4th of next month. I might go that route. I don't know, haven't decided. Changed my backup plan. My backup plan was to try like a K-series shifter and make some funky mounts and stuff, but it's not gonna fly. So what I decided is all I need to do is replace this cable And a good friend of mine, he's already done this on his car. Is basically he used a much sturdier cable, a custom cable that's already the right length and everything, and you just have to weld. You have to weld your Toyota ends on for the shifter and for the transmission, and make some special mounts and whatnot to make it attach to the shifter, and for the mounts inside the transmission or on top of the transmission, and that should solve the problem. So, but temporarily this might be a good fix. We'll see. I don't know. But that's today's ghetto rigging experiment. Till next time. Alright, so a day has passed. Some things have happened since that last video. Actually, a couple of days have passed. So Wednesday, if it doesn't rain, I'm going to go to the track and I'm going to see if it'll shift with the zip ties on the stock cable that's kind of stretched. Regardless of if that works or not, I'll be swapping that cable out for... Yikes, almost smacked myself in the face. I'll be swapping the factory cable out for this cable. It's a, well, I don't know if I can tell you what it's made of. It's a secret, some super secret sauce. But anyways, custom-made cable. Was made for a certain 8-second Festiva, and this was a spare. I just have to modify it in order to work on my car. The end needs to be swapped for a for the bottom of the shifter, but the other end is already ready for transmission. So this guy will be going on this weekend. Like I said, I would start putting it on now, but it's already Monday. I'm not going to have a whole lot of time Tuesday. It's going to require some welding and some fabrication. So the zip ties seem to work. I took the car out for a drive today, and I could get into third every single time. It's a little tough, but it goes into third. So we'll see if the ghetto mod works. But like I said, regardless, the new cable's going on, just not immediately. So there's that. Till next time.